New clothing line inspired by historically black colleges and universities. We first told you about this story last month.
But now we're hearing from the Morehouse and Spelman students who inspired the Ralph Lauren collection. Vladimir Dutier has the story.
I have always believed in the American dream.
For over 50 years, Ralph Lauren's line of clothing has celebrated elegance and style with a romanticized vision of America. Now, its latest chapter of Americana, perhaps overdue, is a collection inspired by the archives of two historically black colleges and universities, featuring an all-black production team and models from Spelman and Morehouse colleges.
Previously, the way that we showed collegiate style to the world was really through a white Ivy League lens.
Alumni Dara Douglas and James Jeter were behind that collaboration. They drew inspiration from the clothing worn by students attending HBCUs throughout the decades.
This was a love letter to Spelman and Morehouse. It was also a love letter to all HBCUs.
But it was really more about putting a spotlight on the incredible style of individuals at these HBCUs in the 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. This wasn't black style, this wasn't white style, it was American style.
Jeter conceived the idea following the events of summer 2020.
In the wake of George Floyd's murder, you were questioning whether or not you even wanted to stay here, even though you'd spent your entire career at Ralph Lauren.
Absolutely. And, I think a lot of brands made commitments in 2020, Ralph Lauren included, but 2021, it's really about doing the actual work. None of my heroes looked like me, and I said that to Ralph.
And Jeter says Lauren listened. Though the label historically included black models like Naomi Campbell and Tyson Beckford when other campaigns lagged on diversity, through the ages, Ralph Lauren has been seen as the paragon of Ivy League prep, elite society, and some have even said waspiness. But its creator was none of those things. He was a Jewish kid from the Bronx.
When Ralph Lipschitz, started this company, he was an outsider himself.
Exactly.
Ralph didn't grow up as a part of the Ivy League school, so he made that world for himself. And he built a dream.
What do you say to people who will say, well, yeah, there's an opportunity to make some money here?
It's so much bigger than, again, the money. I think it's about a little girl walking by a billboard and seeing herself up in the sky. And so this is just the beginning. Ralph has told so many stories over the last 54 years, but has so many stories to tell.
Vladimir Dutier, CBS News, New York.